Sheryl was her name. 24-year-old single mother Sheryl Cassandra Scott worked at Burger Chef in Speedway, Indiana, at the same location where the famous murders took place in November 1978. But the gruesome murder of Sheryl Scott is never talked about and has been forgotten. Sheryl was divorced from her abusive and cheating husband of 6 years, Hamilton Williams, a U.S. Navy veteran. Sheryl lived with her widowed mother on Main Street in a house that she and her siblings were raised in. And in that house, Sheryl was now raising her 3-year-old daughter, Bridget, along with the help of her mother, Bernadine. "Hello, can I take your Burger Chef order?" The pleasant voice of Sheryl Scott greeted customers. She was plump and stretched out her brown, orange, yellow striped polyester uniform. The brown matched her skin tone. She had a round face with even white teeth. She smiled a lot and she cried a lot. Hamilton Williams, when he was married to Sheryl, beat her every other day. Friends and family said that Sheryl was lucky to get away from him. Or was she? June 1977. Bridget spent 2 weeks between her father's house and her paternal grandmother, Cora Williams. On June 26, about 3 p.m., Sheryl showed up at her ex-husband's home to get Bridget. The child wasn't there. Hamilton was home with his new girlfriend, Linda. Hamilton disassembled Sheryl while Linda sat there sucking on a red popsicle and looked on. When her daughter and granddaughter did not come home by 11 p.m. that night, Bernadine Scott got concerned and started making phone calls. This was 1977, and following a missing persons report for a 24-year-old African-American woman was not taken seriously. Sheryl was missing for a week. July 7th. Sheryl's remains were found by a riverbank by a young family out walking their dogs. Hamilton and Linda would go unpunished for years before being charged with the demise of Sheryl. Bridget was with Cora on the day of her mother's death. Many people believe that Cora knew what her son was going to do to Sheryl. Cora returned the child to Bernadine 2 days after her mother was found. Every time Bernadine looked at her granddaughter, she saw her own daughter. She put the girl up for adoption, sold her house, and moved away from Indiana. She died in 2003 before seeing justice for Sheryl. She was buried in Clarkston, Georgia, where she moved to after leaving Indiana. Sheryl, meanwhile, is buried at New Crown Cemetery and Mausoleum. Her headstone reads, "Devoted daughter, sister, and mother, 1953 to 1977.